YouTube, what's going on? So I'm just going to show you here. First of all, Toy Pimp hasn't really gotten off to the start he was hoping. He actually was in Japan, and he just got back, I think, yesterday. So he's just kind of jet lagged, trying to get situated. He goes out there once a year to buy up on a bunch of stuff. And but anyways, there will be content coming. In the meantime, if I have to throw a couple videos up, I will. So this video is going to be just that, just stuff that I've acquired over the last month or so, couple months. This is the new Silverado from Greenlight. Ugly truck in real life, in my opinion. But for some reason, it translates to a nice looking truck in diecast. It's kind of weird. I really think these are ugly trucks. But from a diecast standpoint, I think this looks pretty good. So I found that kind of interesting. And the fact that it comes with the gooseneck, I found kind of interesting. Also, on the gooseneck, the receiver comes loose. You have to attach it. So I have not done that yet, but really cool trailer. Also, well, let's move along from this. I don't want to spend too much time on any one particular casting, just because I got some really nice stuff to get to. So this is the Anniversary Collection Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. Looks great in black. Not great for photographs, not great for video, but man, it looks good. It's just so weird how, with Greenlight, you'll get one replica that looks very authentic, very well replicated, like this, and then you get others that just look awful. But the Wrangler Unlimited looks good. And also, if I can get it here, I'm going to set the camera down. Hang on just a sec. Wow, that's on there good. There we go. Because this thing looks awesome with the top off. I mean, the roll cage looks sick. It's scaled proportionately. In my opinion, it is. And it's just a really nice looking Jeep. So, that's pretty cool. I like it. I wish it was silver, but, Okay. I guess I'm going to go from, like, my least favorite. Let's set the camera down again. Least favorite to most favorite. So my next least favorite would be this K20, I think it is. Bed alignment issues. And to me, there's just something off about this truck. Maybe it is just the bed. I don't know. Like, the deco on it looks good. I almost feel like the lift is too much or something. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know exactly for sure what it is, but something is off about it. Okay, so the rest of these will be in no particular order. I had to get this. This is a Kyosho Honda City. I love these little hatchbacks, the baby hatch. There's a bunch of them out there. Like TLV does a Suzuki Alto. It does a Fiat Panda. You've got this. Konami has a few of them with the Honda Civic, the Toyota Starlet. There's quite a few of them out there. And they just look really good, in my opinion. But Kyosho does great work. And look at that tail light detail. Scale and proportion accurate. Prototypical wheels. Basically just little steelies. Fender mounted side view mirrors. Just a really cool car. I don't know. I think the other two colors was blue and red. I know blue. And I think red. Here's something I've never seen till today. At least not in person. So this is the Lamborghini LM002. Matchbox has recently done this in the last few years. Although much different scale and proportion. This is going to be an accurate representation of what the truck looks like. And the Matchbox is actually way less accurate than I thought it was. It's really not even close. Because this thing is quite large. But check out the lens detail on the inserts. They are textured lenses. And then you've got the front pipe bumper. I believe that they put a Countach drivetrain in this. But as with all Kyosho, you've got prototypical wheels. Nice off-road tires. Lots and lots of detail on this truck. Probably the most iconic owner of this vehicle in the history of the vehicle was Pablo Escobar. And I'm pretty sure this is what he used to drive around his compound. It came out in the late 80s. And it was an expensive truck. Not many of them were made. But there are some of these still out there. I don't know how much they fetch, monetarily speaking, but pretty rare car. Does have full-size rubber spare. Really cool that Kyosho did it. And being the collector of off-road detailed vehicles, this will definitely stay in my personal collection because it actually looks really good, in my opinion. Let's see. This little thing. One of my favorites. I have this in green. It only came out in red and green. This is a Konami Toyota Starlet. Very, very hard car to find. I got a great price on this. And I dig it. Not sure which one I like better. I don't have the green one out. I put it away, so can't do a side-by-side, but it's a tough call. I like both of them quite a bit. But, you know, when I bought the green one, I did a lot of looking, and it always seems like the green one is easier to find. That just looks killer. I love it. Love the Toyota baby hatch. Now, these Konami cars were known for paint issues, so the paint's not perfect, but it's not like hideous looking. Just a very, very cool car. And then it's got really cool peanut butter color interior, which is actually darker than the green one. The green one is closer to a tan color, if I remember correctly. What I don't like about red is it hides a lot of the tail light detail. Because those are lens tail lights. It is there, just kind of hard to see with the red paint. But all in all, I love this car. Super happy to have it. The last four are kind of some big dogs. This one here is probably going to be the least desirable from your guys' standpoint. This is a Hobby Japan true 1/64 scale car. And this is a Toyota Soarer twin turbo. This is a casting I have had. I just haven't had this color. And I like this color. It kind of accentuates the body lines. And for that reason, I bought it. I think it looks great. The detail on these Hobby Japan cars is as good as there is. They roll extremely well. These wheels are what are most incredible about it to me. That's an open spoke wheel. So I don't know if it's 3D printed or I don't know what they do, but that is open spoke. And basically it's a little piece that just fits right onto the wheel. Really interesting design. And then of course the taillights. Great looking taillights on this car. So I'm very happy to have a nice example of this. So I'm excited about this one. Also, look at the detail. You can see the speakers on the rear dash. The interior detail on the car is probably as good as you'll find on a 1/64 scale. It's not two-tone or anything like that, but the sculpted detail is very much on point. So, really cool Toyota. Okay, this one I got quite a while ago. I've actually made a video or two since I got this. Just hasn't made it into a video. This is the Tomica Limited Vintage Ferrari 512 BB. Ridiculously nice. Much, much nicer than the Kyosho. So that's very, very cool. It does have suspension. Some of the TLV Ferraris don't, like the F40. I also picked up the Tomica Limited Vintage Ferrari Testarrossa. I think I would prefer the 512 TR, but didn't have a choice, unfortunately. So still happy to have this, though. I want to try to get one example of each of the TLV Ferraris, because these are going to be super expensive, especially if they don't go too crazy with the number of releases and production. That's a super, super nice car. Side view mirrors, very delicate. I'll try to avoid those, but beautiful car. We'll recap all these too. The last one, probably the most unique, hardest to find. I don't even really know how to explain this. It's so nice. The windows are like probably the most clear windows I've seen on a 1:64 scale car. But this is a 1977 Lincoln Continental, where's the base? I forgot what it is. Oh, here we go. 1977 Lincoln Continental Mark V. So it's the only of its kind in 1:64 scale. It's on par at least with an Auto World, probably even nicer. The wheels on this are way nicer than what you would see from an Auto World. And as nice as Auto World cars are with their paint and trim, this is at least as nice, if not nicer. So you have the flipping headlights, super highly detailed grille, even a hood ornament on this car. The Lincoln hood ornament. It's got the proper stance for the big boat. Got the little windows there in the side of the vinyl. Take a look at the back here. One thing I found interesting about this car is that it had a Colorado license plate. I thought that was pretty cool. Got the spare tire trunk. It's all painted detail. There's no lens detail whatsoever. But it's painted so well that who cares? It's hard to even tell. Really nice separate piece side view mirrors. I don't know if I can get those. And it's a really nice rolling car. But what I know a lot of you are not going to like about this, well, first of all, they only made 500 of these, so finding them isn't that easy, and when you do, they're kind of pricey, probably in the 30 to 50 range. But what you're not going to like about it is that it's a resin cast. So if you like the visceral or textile feel of the metal, then you're not going to like this, because it's, you know, very light. That's a resin car, but the detail is definitely there. So if you're a detail collector, you will not be disappointed. Just excellent, excellent detail. And so anyways, that's pretty much it for my haul. And again, this is stuff that's been acquired for a month and almost 2 months. I had a couple of them today, but mostly just stuff that I've acquired. Haven't had time to do a video. I did finish this diorama, so I got that video up, and I apologize for all the road noise on that video. I grabbed some supplies because I'm going to be starting my next diorama, In fact, I have this right. Whoa! I have this right here from the Toy Pimp. He basically gave this to me because it's damaged. Probably gonna have to put the phone down. Hang on just a second. I'm gonna set the camera down. I want to show you guys this though. It is, I think, pretty nifty, and it's unfortunate that it got damaged, but I think I'm definitely gonna try to salvage it. So what I want to do So for those of you that don't know, this is kind of like an unlicensed knockoff of the Initial D tofu restaurant. So I'm going to try to replicate that. Get as close to that as possible. So, and he just basically gave it to me because it's damaged. It has an awning here. A couple awnings actually. And a sign. I don't know how it all goes together, but I'll figure it out. I'm excited to do another diorama, especially one like this that should be a pretty clean build. You know, one thing about these landscape dioramas is they can be messy. They sure do look good though. So if you follow me on Instagram, I posted a picture of all of the cars that I've had. Not all of them, but just the ones I had pictures of. So there's like a 95 Bronco, there's a 99 4Runner, there's a 93 Prelude. If you look at the mountain picture of the Bronco, that was taken up at Guanella Pass in Colorado. So it's between 285 and I-70. You go up through Grant and you come down through Georgetown. But if you look at that picture, it's up at elevation, probably 13,000 feet or so. But the landscape of that is very similar to this. And that's where a lot of my inspiration comes from. So, I mean, it's got the pine trees in the background. So yeah, it's probably actually around 11 or maybe 12,000 feet. I think tree line is around 11 or 12 maybe. But it's somewhere around there. But anyways, if you're wondering where my inspiration comes from, just go to Instagram, look at that. It's a red and white 95 Ford Bronco. Look at the landscape around that picture. And that'll tell you exactly what I have in my head when I think about landscape layouts. But this little tofu shop is going to be extremely urban. There may not be any grass or dirt or anything on it at all. I don't know yet. So, anyways, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you when I see you.